Hello, welcome to Mystic Moons. So, I want to take a look into the happenings around Iran. Iran, Israel, and the US. Actually, I just noticed my cat did something. Let me check out what she did before I continue. Okay. Now my cat has deemed that we may begin our reading. So I heard a couple things. One, I heard that Iran has started back up its nuclear program. They have been chugging away in full view, I'm sure more for the effect that it would have on those interested than necessarily the logistics of getting anything productive done. But that's the reports that are surging through. Iran is back at their nuclear sites, having people work away like busy bees. Another thing that I heard is that there have been Israeli drone attacks against a new spot in Iran where they produce ballistic missiles. So that ceasefire didn't last very long, did it? So, in light of that news that came through, I'm going to pull some cards on it and take a look and see, well, was that really an Israeli attack? Is Iran indeed turning up their cookie factory once more to produce untasty treats? And let's find out the extent of what Israel has done with their untasty treats that they have sent off to Iran in this drone attack. Where does that leave us? Where does it go? Well, we know that the war is reloaded. The war games have begun a new second round. Another round. I didn't say so already. Welcome to Mystic Moons. If you're a subscriber, hello. And if you're new, consider subscribing. If you appreciate my time and energy in pulling these messages, do give me a thumbs up and let me know. I know that these are not the most savory of subjects to explore, but they're necessary ones. I don't think that we should be solely focused on the good and the positive. It's up to us to nurture the good and the positive, but we can't block out the negative that's going in the world because we are a part of the world. And how can we go and fully participate and try and change the world for better if we ignore the trauma that's happening all over? Hello. So yeah, let's go and find out. I actually want to try out that first question. Let's go and see, first of all, did Iran indeed start up their nuclear program again? Supposedly they started up recently, the last today, yesterday, maybe Friday, but recently Iran has restarted up their nuclear program. So let's take a look at that first of all. Oh, and thank you for the like. Yes, I do appreciate that. Thank you. So let's go and see. Did Iran, first of all, start up their nuclear program again? Queen, or Empress rather. Empress, 6 of Cups. Hello, Tower. 3 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Too far in it now to back away is the energy that Iran has. Also, too much invested. There's too much invested for them just to go and simply pack up and say, well, that's it. But there's also defiance in here as well with Empress. That defiance could very well be in deference to the people who they lost. It's also interesting, too, that we have Cups here. When that energy that I pulled on the last reading that I did, well, maybe it wasn't the last reading, but one of the readings that I did on Iran, I think yesterday, was there was a quote by a U.S. general who said that the purpose of bombing Iran was not to stop the nuclear program, it was something else. I did a reading into that. What was that something else? And with that something else, I'm going to say precisely with that something else, that's the homage that has fueled this to get started again. That's primarily the reason why Iran has fired up their nuclear program again. It's not so much about the results or anything. It's more about, I guess, now don't ask me how being a nuclear physicist or a nuclear scientist would be appetizing, an appetizing career to do in Iran. Don't ask me how those people are there going, I like this, I'm going to continue this. But in this energy that I have here, it's like Iran is doing that to honor the people that are the scientists. It's weird energy. And they're happy to do so. Well, maybe they got more than just their research at hand. It's the whole ideology of belief, a belief of state, something along those lines. So let's find out more. I think, did that card flip? It did. Okay, let's find out more under the Empress, first of all, with Iran starting back up their nuclear program. I see they did start it back up. I think they started it back up in deference and homage to some people. And I think it's more about the emotional support than actually getting anything done at this point. It's they're doing this for morale of their scientists. And again, I don't know how that could be appetizing to do, but for them it's appetizing. Okay. Yes, it's a show of unity. A show of unity to their intellectual community. That's the only reason why Iran is starting back up their nuclear program. Now, again, I don't understand what kind of job security you can have in that. I mean, I just don't get it. Surely they couldn't find some nice university somewhere to go and sponsor them or pay their bills, but they had to go into, of all things, nuclear science with Iran. Okay. But yeah, that's why they started it back up. It doesn't even matter. It's not so much even US's reaction. It's about all about the brain drain and maintaining the brains they have and keeping that enthusiasm isn't quite the right word, but when you attend those company team building things and you go rah rah, or the sports attending events and they go rah rah, there's some word that's missing that is eluding me, and it's not team spirit, but it's like that. And that's the only reason why Iran has started back up their nuclear program. They want to give foundation, they want to give credence, they want to give respect, they want to give excitement, they want to give purpose, acknowledgement, appreciation, all those sorts of warm and fuzzy feelings that normally a great paycheck in a safe environment would take care of. But they want to give that to their people in the program. And the second question, so did Israel launch drone attacks and break the ceasefire in Iran recently, like within the last couple of hours or something? It was today. It is today. Those reports are coming in. I have Empress again. I say those drone attacks weren't so much, again, about stopping any nuclear program. It's all about the people behind it. They're hunting. They're going after the brains. The brains behind the program, behind the nuclear program. Some may say yes, that is true as well. Israel did attack, did break the ceasefire with Iran, and they are doing that because they have a new target. Did they get that target? Shall we find that out? Was that drone attack successful in Israel's purpose? No. I wonder if the target of that program with Iran, with Israel, also to another reading, and I saw that there were two people, and I felt it was a male energy and a female energy. And I'm going to say that Israel did not get who they wanted. That person, but who they wanted, they didn't get. One reading, investigation. There are so many things going on. So many things. And we will take a look as much as we can into many of them. Until next time, everybody.